Future Tarot. My name is Bella. This is like the Ram's Reckoning, if I could ever say it better. This is going to be your twin flame love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of Aries. Take what resonates with you, claim it for yourself, toss the universe, but does not. It's not meant for you, and that's okay. Check out your other placements and the readings that go along with that to get some more guidance if you don't find it here. Okay, Aries, as I was meditating on your energy, we did draw some oracle cards. We'll jump right in there. If you stick with me to the end, we're going to draw a twin flame ascension card. Powerful messages that have been really connecting to the collective, I think. So let's get started. I did make some notes as I was meditating as well on the cards, the many cards that came out. So we'll jump right in, then we'll jump into tarot, yours and then your partner's. Feel free to roll reverse. This could be for the twin flame in union, separation, or getting ready to reunite. However it fits, okay? So let's get started. Please take that deep breath in and exhale whenever you feel so inclined to do so. Peace, love, health, and wealth, Aries. Whew. Major energy. We're going to start with these cards here that came out. We got moments. Think of a special moment that brought you much joy with your partner. Sometimes it's hard to do when we're going through so much nitty gritty, right? And such tumultuous energies. And twin flame connections have a lot of those. We also got universe. The universe is guiding you to that special person. Allow everything to take its natural course. Positive stuff as well. Yin Yang card coming out, that masculine and feminine energy, you know, the balancing of both. Like the yin yang symbol, twin flames contain an aspect of each other's character within themselves. That's absolutely true. So, and then we got higher power Aries coming in for you, and this is very much an energy where you could be you sort of needing to meditate, right? Take a look at some deep contemplation, messages coming in from your higher self as well, spirit guides, ancestors. Pay attention to signs and synchronicities, numbers. Round and round in reverse. So we all know what round and round is. You're doing something and repeat. When oftentimes twin flames will do that. Well, that's what the whole process is to learn the lessons. So we mirror ourselves and energies back to each other so that we can heal and work through it. So you could be refusing also to see some of your own responsibility in sort of the repeating of the lessons, right? We all have to take accountability for that, okay? We also have number 12, the change in the wind, which is just what I like to see coming in for you, Aries. This is, you're preparing for a transition. Things are changing you in your everyday life. It could be clear, anything that could be affecting your energy in terms of this relationship is definite. There's a big change that may not be directly love, but that is going to be impacting that love connection, okay? So we did get that twin flame card out. Here I drew it. We will get it from the book at the end. Okay, so we're going to draw out your energy and then your partner's energy. Again, feel free to roll reverse. We'll clarify any cards that I feel like need some deeper explanation. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs of Aries for twin flame energy. Cards are flying out. Can't really show the images on these cards too much either. A little racy, so don't want to be getting anybody upset. All right, way to open out the Tower card, Aries. Well, like I said, there was change, and if you've been resisting it, no longer even possible to do that. That Witch of Swords coming out, that Maiden of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Balance card coming out in reverse, which is Justice in traditional tarot. Again, that image was very racy, so hopefully. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, signs of Aries. Opening up that Tower, like I said, that change, that transition that is inevitable is here. Two of Wands coming out in reverse. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. And the cat's on the prowl, like immediately I see that something's on the prowl. I feel like, whoa, way too many cards. I feel like there is a sense of Something is just weighing out. The Sun card comes out for you though. See, after the Tower, the Sun card comes out, because what the change that you're resisting, that you no longer can, that is, you know, universally going to come in and sort of correct it. You know, that's what's going to change. You got the Ten of Wands coming out in reverse on the bottom of the deck. Don't resist dropping those burdens, Aries. These burdens are meant to leave, in a sense. Whatever you've been holding on to, whether it's emotionally, you know, physically, something, that it's time to let those energies go at this time. They're no longer serving its purpose anymore. You also got Breathe on the bottom of the deck and Rekindle over there. Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck here. So yeah, I would say, like, the potential for this, for you know, this to change immediately in this relationship, not seeing it really here. I feel like, I don't know why I'm hearing this, but I am. So it's like, don't seek attention like a drunk prom queen. Male or female, take that how that. So I feel like you are the whole package. You are nothing. You're not a clearance rack item, Aries. You're a whole package. So if you've been selling yourself short, you know, stop doing that. You've got, you know, a huge offering to the world, right? You have this Crown Chakra card coming out for your partner. They could be getting, you know, receiving information, messages, or, you know, also getting, you know, connection with their higher, you know, power. But it's a sense of balance coming out for them. New vitality coming out for them as well. Positive new direction there. There's, what, you know, this Tower moment, you know, that is being sort of, whether you're bringing it in or somebody else, like, or the universe is kind of course correcting you, there's something that's happening. It's bringing in darkest fears energy, obviously. Base chakra energy coming out. Partner needs to align with their chakra energy. They're out of alignment. They're having to face some of the darkest fears. There will be a new vitality that comes out of it, but only after they kind of come, I feel like, work through those moments that are going to have some real tough days, right? Because they have to work through everything that they didn't think they'd get through. We got well-deserved reward and spreading your wings coming out for your partner. You know, walking from the dark to the light there, right? There's a positive transition. It's a time of transition. Once they get through the dark fears, realize that maybe these fears were not really founded. Maybe there's some issues along with trust or something that necessarily weren't really founded. They were just on past trauma issues that kind of got brought back into the situation. Well-deserved reward coming out 9 as well. 2 9s out for your partner. And 2 1s coming out. You got Heal. They got Heal on the bottom of the deck, as well as the Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck, just like you do. So it is positive. You're going to be healing through this energy. You're learning to sort of mirror and heal each other. This is a star card in traditional tarot, but it comes from, you know, nurturing this love, nurturing the connection, and that means taking an honest, like I said, I've been saying to everybody, appraisal of where they're at in terms of their relationship, honestly, and what they have been, you know, bringing, good or bad, to the table. Nobody's bringing all good and nobody's bringing all bad, but there's an energy of something that needs to be authentically looked at, because there's something here that is, you know, this change, this transition that needs to happen. I feel like wearing your heart, you know, I feel like this, if I could show you that card, you know, she's got 2 hearts in one hand and a sword in the other. I feel like this is the truth, that is sort of, you're separating that, the bullshit that's been coming back and forth in your relationship, whether there's been lies or animosity. You've not been able to get the truth on something, hone in on the truth. This is coming out to be, there's a sword cutting energy to dictate that crap from leaving. The balance that's in reverse here is because I feel like it's so out of balance, this connection. It's become a weight on your mind and heart at this time. It's time to release it, get the balance back in. That is a Libra energy as well. The 2 of Wands, I didn't show you this card because it's just a cat. This is, like I said, the cat on the pile. This is you know, wanting to get out there and have some sort of energy, but you don't have the, you sort of, maybe not just confidence, but that sense of, you get up and give it down is kind of busted, right? And I feel like you're tired of looking, you know, for the, you know, you're tired of putting everything into the connection, not getting it all back. The Sun card comes out because once you cut through the bullshit and kind of sit down and actually listen to what you guys are saying to each other, right? You know, you can stop going round and round. You can start looking at what needs to be healed. If you guys authentically want to heal this and work through it together, then it has to come to a point where there's an honest conversation, right? You know, this 10 of Wands, and that I feel like is you dropping the burden of sort of having no conversation, having no clarity on a situation, having no answers in this, you know, not even knowing what they want at this time. This has become a burden for you because you're carrying the weight of all of this energy, and it is really become so out of balance that the Tower moment is kind of initiated. Structures have to change, right? Something needs, and you have to sort of breathe through it and make sure you're paying attention to messages, signs, synchronicities from the universe and higher, you know, your guides, your dreams, because, you know, there's lessons here that have been, if you sit down and really truly look at they've learned, right? There's no need to relearn them. You got to feel it to heal it, though, right? And if you guys are on either side of it, you know, part of their darkest fears is looking at, you know, what they authentically did in this wrong in this connection as well, right? It's never easy to admit where you went wrong, right? But I feel like there is a well-deserved reward coming out of it because they have taken the time to look at what's authentically, you know, negative about the situation that could bring into the table and what they need to do to fix it. Spreading their wings, you know, getting that confidence back here is going to be huge in this department. And I feel like that's also part of them working through their darkest fears. They've become so, you know, dependent on the connection in a way that they don't even know, you know. I feel like there's a sense of not knowing how to do it on their own, relying on you so much that they, you know, a sense of loss, right, comes out of that. They're learning how to come out of that they're getting their dependence back, and that's a very positive thing. And, you know, every relationship has magical moments that can be absolutely rekindled. Everyone has those, you know, terrible days and relationships that you feel like this isn't worth it anymore. But at the end of the day, when you look at your partner or you look at that person, you know, could you imagine your life without them? That's something you want to take a look at. Could you really authentically imagine your life without this person? And if not, then you might want to start watering the grass, right? Heal through it, work through it, but have honest conversations. And there's a lot of respect that has to go on there because we can all say we're listening to our partner, and oftentimes we're just hearing what we want to hear and already preparing a response, right? Get down to some honest conversations with your partner, and I think you'll do a world of good. Just be authentic, be real, and bring it all onto the table, because that's only then will, you know, it have a chance of success, right? There's an authentic moment that has to be real here. All right, Aries, let's take a look at the Twin Flame card for you. Is Master Alchemist 5/5 coming out. Violet Flame activation. I'm going to read it from the book here. Okay. The Violet Flame is a sacred ascension tool. It was gifted by humanity by Saint Germain and his twin flame Lady Portia, the leaders of the Aquarian age. Both assist twin flames and light workers to activate their spiritual gifts so that they come into alignment with their mission. Adopting a regular practice of immersing your body in this violet liquid fire energy will activate your pineal gland and awaken your spiritual DNA. This will unlock your hidden power, help you align with your ultimate truth, allowing you to access the highest version of yourself. It can also be used to rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul, as well as heart, which will accelerate your personal healing and transformational growth. Practicing the ancient principles of alchemy helps you become the magician of your own reality. When the Master Alchemist appears, you have the ability to achieve self-mastery. It will be important that you get clear on what you desire. Use the Violet Flame to transmute low vibrational thoughts into high vibrational energy that will elevate your frequency, giving you crystal clear vision to manifest your greatest destiny. This is the Ram's Reckoning. Until next time, namaste.